I'm Erin Hanson, and I'm the creator of Open Impressionism. Some people, when they hear I have 3D prints, think I create my art in 3 dimensions, in 3D models or something. I've created a technology where I take my original oil paintings and I scan them using a high-tech 3D scanner. And when we print, we not only print the color, but the texture as well.
The replicas being created are almost identical to the real thing, brushstrokes and all. It is truly remarkable. The technology being created here is more than just a reproduction. It is a way for so many people to experience Erin's work in a way that is so tangible and real.
I developed the technology for making 3D prints kind of by accident. The scanning company told me, by the way, you have a lot of texture in your paintings. Did you know that the scanner will also scan in 3 dimensions? And I was like, well, that's not really helpful to me because I can't print in 3 dimensions. But then I found a printer that would print in multiple layers of ink, building up the texture, and everything just took off from there. I only paint so many originals in any given year, and now for each original I paint, we can print up to 100 3D prints of that painting. That means there are thousands more people who could have a print that looks so close to the original. When we were developing the technology of 3D prints, there were so many moving parts, and each part had to work not only by itself, but together as a whole.
I've been here since the beginning of 3D printing, and Erin's devoted literally thousands of hours to making her prints absolutely perfect. We move in these massive machines, each one weighing like thousands of pounds, and now they're in my workshop and it's like, okay, now what?
There's so many settings on the machines. There's the scanner settings and the printer settings and the file settings. There's the depth of the 3D scan, the amount of ink, the thickness of the material we print on.
We had to test every setting over and over again until it was perfect. And then we'd go to the next setting along the line, and if that wasn't perfect, we had to go back to an earlier setting and figure out what went wrong and fix that.
We scrapped so many prototypes before Erin approved our prints, hundreds and hundreds of attempts, and it was always like, it's not quite good enough, it's not quite good enough, get it a little bit better, a little bit better. And then finally we got the first one where Erin was like, okay, you got it, now get printing. And we still have that first approved print hanging in the print shop. It's like our own little bit of history.
My painting style, Open Impressionism, is all about texture. You can feel the brushstrokes coming off the canvas. You can feel the movement of the landscape because of the texture from my brushstrokes. This is the first time that a print has been able to capture the actual texture of my paintings.
The first time I came to the gallery, I was completely blown away, not just by Erin's incredible paintings, but by this entire process happening behind the scenes here.
In logistics, the placement of every part of your line affects every other part. So once we had the machines working, then we laid out the workshop so that everything flowed seamlessly from one end of the building to the other.
The first section is where everything gets printed, and then the next section is the wood shop where everything gets cut and framed. And then the third section is where things get shipped out around the world.
That was trial and error too. We didn't know what the flow line should look like. And when we first set it up, we had the printer right next to the saws, next to the stretching tables. And then we realized you had to walk around the tables to get to the framing section.
And the whole time we're thinking, what about the future? What about when we want a second printer? What about when we're doing more prints, twice as many prints, 5 times as many prints, 10 times as many prints?
I can only paint so many paintings, but with 3D printing, so many more people can enjoy my work hanging in their homes.
One of the best parts of my job is seeing how people light up when they experience Erin's art. And now with 3D replicas, so many more people can experience the magic of Erin's work.
The quality keeps going up and up. We keep finding new innovations that make the prints look more like an original oil painting. And I'm telling you, these prints fool me all the time.
You'd be shocked how often Erin walked into the workshop and saw a piece and was like, I thought we already shipped this to the collector. And we'd go, that's not the original, that's a 3D print. And she'd go, oh, huh, good for us.
I really want my art to be accessible to anyone who loves my work and wants to hang my art in their home. When people buy a 3D print, they're buying years of frustration sometimes, but years of dedication, trial and error, experimentation, new technology, all distilled into that piece.
Erin's work is all about color, and 3D prints celebrate not just color, but all that innovation that's been put into bringing that beauty to everyone.
To not only develop this technology, but then to see how popular and how in demand it's been with her collectors has been incredible. It's not about the technology. That's just a vector for bringing Erin's art to people. That's just the line that delivers art and beauty into people's homes.
Why do I paint? Why do I make prints? Why did I make this whole business? It's so everyone can have art in their home. It's so everyone can have a life that's a little more beautiful.